The league is terrified of this new addition of the San Antonio Spurs because on top of their 7'5" demigod that nobody can figure out how to stop on a basketball court, they now have an All-NBA caliber guard coming back in DeAaron Fox who can be their closer when necessary, and now as the second option is terrorizing defenses, attacking double teams and closeouts. And oh yeah, they're not even fully healthy yet with guys like Dylan Harper and Luke Cornett still injured. And people forget, the Spurs had not peaked at the beginning of the season. They hadn't even come close because they didn't have their second best player back. And a guy in Fox where we know that it is guards that close out games in the NBA, and that's what Fox can do for you. Last night he had 24 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal in 30 minutes while shooting 9 of 14 from the field and was 2 of 5 from 3. Not bad for your first day back on the job. Flying in here, getting this rebound. And what really excites me for the Spurs, or if I was a Spurs fan, look how fast he is getting downhill right here. It's his ability to take over games, and Wemby doesn't have to do anything. He's just playing at a different speed than everybody else is right there on the court. These are his numbers from last year, and people were freaking out because he's shooting 27% from 3 as a Spur. Well, he had a broken finger in his shooting hand. In his last fully healthy season, these were the numbers. Yeah, this is big time. On 47% shooting from the field and 38% from 3 on 7 attempts. There's a reason he was an All-NBA third-teamer just a couple of years ago. Having Fox back fully healthy, and this is what is terrifying, is if you go to double Wemby, now you're closing out on DeAaron Fox. There's never been a team for DeAaron Fox where he hasn't been the best player on it in the league, but now you have to close out on him, and he's the quickest player, one of the fastest players in the league. He's still 28 years old, so still in the midst of his prime. Look at him get downhill and then stop on a dime right here. Fox is one of my favorite players to watch because of how quick he is, and then he's also a closer. Just getting downhill, he did not look like a guy at all that had just missed 6 months of basketball. And right here, if you're Trey Murphy, you're one of the best defenders in the league on the perimeter, and it just doesn't matter. You're just going to get blown by and then a shoulder bump, and that's going to be tough. And then once again, right here, 34 seconds left. We need a bucket to put this game out of reach. Who do we go to? We go to Fox, not Wemby, not Castle, and that's why we're losing games to like the Lakers where we go on a dry spell. Now we're giving it to Fox, and Fox is going out there to get buckets. And it's not all Fox, right? There's a lot of sets too. Mitch Johnson is doing a fantastic job taking over for Greg Popovich, the legend. Right here, we're just going to throw it ahead straight into a ball screen. So this little throw ahead screen action where we're going to get Wemby setting a little rub screen and then rolling downhill to the weak side where there's nobody else at, and then you get highlight plays like that come out of it. Then right here, we're going to line up in the horns section and find Devin Vassell. Once again, horns where you got 2 guys in the corner, 2 guys at the elbow, and then the ball handler at the top of the key. We're going to throw it to Vassell and then go get it, and we're going to have Sohan set a little flare screen for him and step into the 3-ball. And can we talk about how good Devin Vassell's been so far this year? Actually, that's going to be in a second because we got to look at this set first, where we're going to run a little zoom action here with a down screen from Harrison Barnes and then a dribble handoff from Wemby and get Fox flying up off of this. Everybody's confused. Everybody goes with Wemby, and it leads Harrison Barnes wide open because they don't talk it out, and it's a tough screen to talk out anyway. It's not like a complete miscommunication, but a fantastic set right there. And then you got Wemby. We talked about it just being a lob threat. If he's a lob threat, nobody can contest it. There's really nobody in the league that can stop him. 18 points, 18 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks in 32 minutes on 8 of 19 shooting from the field, 2 of 9 from 3. And once he learns out post positioning, like Nikola Jokic, is genuinely over for the league. This is genuinely over for the league right here. Just a little DHO, shot fake, you're beat. You are beat because there's nobody stepping in to take a charge, and nobody is stopping that right there. There is not a single person on this earth that can stop that. Then we're going to get into a pick and roll, inverted pick and roll, may I add, with our 7'5" center attacking Kevon Looney downhill. Look at all the open space again because it's an empty side pick and roll. Wemby just gets to that spot and hits a ridiculously tough fadeaway. But at 7'5", I guess there's nobody contesting. It's not that tough. Then Wemby with the 3-ball on the trail here. Now, over his last 4 games, he has kind of cooled down, only averaging 17, 11, and 2.5 blocks. But you can see the efficiency, the 3-point percentage. He started off on a heater from downtown, and it has not continued throughout the year so far. But again, not worried at all about Wemby. If he's catching and shooting, I like that. Maybe not all the dribble stuff, the hickory dickory at the top of the key, but it'll be all right. He's going to be fine. This is still his 3rd year, people. I like this set right here where we got a little down screen, and then Lindy Waters is just going to turn around and set yet another down screen, and Wemby's Wemby's going to curl it and get right to the rim. Alvarado's going to try to dig it out. He can't. He's too big. And then Fears, yeah, welcome to the league, son. There's a 7'5" giant standing down there. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, make sure to hit the like button. Leave me a comment down below and that subscribe button. As you can see here, 93% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. If that's you, let's fix that. And then let's talk about Stephon Castle, who has been a stud to start the year for the Spurs. And really last night what I saw was Castle being more of a true point guard. Still, he's running out in transition, but Fox playing off the ball and going to get buckets on his own. He had 14 points and 14 assists with 4 rebounds, was 5 of 13 from the field, 0 of 6 from 3, so still that three-pointer needs to get worked on. But if he is the point guard, then there's less to worry about when it comes to catching and shooting. And just take a look at this play and tell me you don't see Chris Paul and his effect that he's had on Stephon Castle. We're going to come off this pick and roll, and just the patience, just playing it out, right? Nobody has forced you to give the ball up, so just keep it and knock down the mid-range jumper. That is smooth. And then same thing right here, navigating this pick and roll and just the patience, just getting to his spot and knocking down a mid-range jumper. The pick and roll development from him, the behind the back pass right here, has been very nice, and I think you can attribute a lot of that to what Chris Paul has done. Adds Stephon Castle to the long list of point guards that Chris Paul has helped develop and turn into potential all-stars, because Castle has all the tools, still in just his second year, having a heck of a start. And then Devin Vassell, talk about a guy having a heck of a start, has been shooting the cover off the ball so far this year for the Spurs. Hit another 4 threes last night, finishing with 16 points, 2 rebounds, 6 of 13 from the field in 32 minutes. And if he's going to be this good of a 3-and-D wing, like, they're running him off screens. They are using him as their best shooter right now because they're using him off the move and not just off the catch like Barnes or Champagnie. But Barnes, don't get it twisted, has been very good from 3 as well. Again, we talk about the evolution of Harrison Barnes, right? From the super athletic slashing wing that he was when he came into the league to now just a premier 3-and-D wing. One of the best in the business at still 32 years old. He's averaging 12.4 points, 3 rebounds, shooting 55% from the field, 50% from 3, and serviceable defensively as a big wing. When he gets that thing in the corner, you can just go ahead and take it out and start running secondary break. I mean, jab step, one dribble, step back, doesn't matter. He had 15 points versus the Pels last night, getting into the lane, finishing tough floater right here over the rookie Derek Queen. And then Jeremy Sohan is back. He's played 3 games so far, averaging about 9 points and 3 boards. Really nice pass right there. And then he's just learning how to play within the offense here because he's not really a great shooter, but he still has other strengths, like the 3 stocks that he racked up last night in just 20 minutes to go with 10 points, 3 boards, and 3 assists. Right here, playing in the pick and roll without Cornette, and when Wemby's on the bench, he can be of use. And then right here, once again, getting out in passing lanes and getting the steal, Julian Champagnie, another guy here. They have a bunch of good wings, especially with Champagnie and Barnes, who are, like I said, really good 3-and-D wings. And then if Vassell's going to shoot it that well, he might be the best defender of the 3 of them. And then Champagnie shooting at about 38% from 3 so far this year. So definitely a guy that has given the Spurs a lot, and they can just fit in so well with this offense. Keldon Johnson as well, just another young guy. And keep in mind, Dylan Harper has been out. Dylan Harper has looked really good so far, and once he gets back, this 3-headed guard monster can finally come to fruition. And then Luke Cornett's been out as well, and we're seeing a lot of not very good defense. They have the worst defense without Wemby on the court. A lot of that can be attributed to the fact that Luke Cornett is out. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like button. Leave me a comment down below and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. With that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.